if you've been thinking about buying Beyblades, you should definitely check out Mall of Toys. They have a huge selection of Beyblade X, including CX pre-orders, and better yet, they will price match, so you won't find it anywhere cheaper. USA customers also qualify for free shipping at the moment, with international orders available. They've been a great source of Beyblades for the community, so if you need a trusted seller, I highly recommend you check them out. To get 5% off your order and help the channel going forward, check out the link in the description. As someone who used Aero Pegasus very quickly after release and have had it in my 3-on-3 deck ever since, I found a lot of combos, all of which have their own advantage in different ways. So I figured I'd make a video covering my favourite ones and explaining a little bit on why, especially because it probably won't be long before we get a new rare bay. But before that, if you've seen my last video which covered the bbx.gg belt matches, I actually got my 5th defense this weekend against some random noob. So I now have the record number of wins for title defenses, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to play that footage real quick and continue with the combos straight after.
Intercontinental title match. The champion Solical against the challenger Armani. The one and only.
The one and only is back. Baby, let's go.
My count. Rock, paper.
Oh, sorry.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh! I'm taking the B side. That was nice.
When he gets cooked, bro, I still have...
Thank you, Takashi. 7-0.
Yeah.
All right.
10 seconds.
All right. First base, please.
Low flat.
Grandbuster 160 low flat. Hover wire 160 taper. Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. In contact. Extreme finish to the challenger. 3-0. Next base. Wizard Rod 960 rush. Tyranno beat 360 high taper. Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. In contact. 3, 2, 1. Over finish.
I was still spinning now.
Champion. Third base, please. Rod 960 ball. Phoenix 360 low rush. Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. In contact. 3, 2, 1. Over finish to
Finally
the
caught up to me, yeah?
champion.
Finally caught up.
Reshuffle. Champion is locked. Challenger is locked in.
Hob was really good.
Hover Wyvern vs Phoenix Wing.
Come on, Richard.
Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. 5-4 to the challenger. Second base.
Oh, that's like sniping at this point.
Blade is ready.
3.
What? Audience participation?
Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. In contact.
Boring.
Burst!
Blue, get yourself a tokening and call it boring.
He might be a threat. For a bit.
Yeah, you don't really want to give Blue a token, he's a threat. Start sniping around.
Boring finish, man. Boring champion.
Finish. Finish.
It's
Finish.
5-4, yeah?
Spin finish. 5-5. Blade is ready. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot. Oh! 3, 2, 1. Champion defense.
Good game.
That's 5 defenses. That's another
Oh,
win.
you can't do my flip the wizard one. I knew it. Oh. Please.
No, that was actually a good game.
Yeah, back and forth.
Now the first combo I want to cover is 360 Hexa. So instead of a full aggro build, my first build on Aero ever was actually a counter-attack build. Since near the time Dragoon Elevate wasn't out yet, so the only thing I had to do in order to maximize wins was at most, or at least, get an outspin. And since it was one of the heaviest blades released at the time, being around 38 grams, plus the fact its UX for outward weight distribution, meant it could easily get those outspins against most blades that were out at the time. And because of its great attack type shape and design, getting lucky pockets on bays like Rod and Wolf were pretty common, to the point where it could be considered a counter. It was basically the ultimate counter attack type combo that was still technically an attack type. 160 or 360 rush or low rush. Rush and low rush are similar bits that work amazingly when paired with Aero Pegasus, giving your attack type not just more chances to extreme your opponent, but way more control can never go wrong. And thanks to the rush bits being not too small or too wide in width, make it a perfect balance between aggression and stamina. So unless you're against a stamina type blade like Rod or Wolf, you can still hope for a few outspins here and there if things take a turn late game. Now for ratchets, I personally prefer 360, although 160 again is a great choice. I mean, you can't really go wrong with one, especially if you're using attack types. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering what's the best combo out the box to make use of its fresh attack blade, and especially get your money's worth considering how expensive these blades can get. And in my opinion, I think 360 or 160 level or low rush are definitely the top contenders, with level providing the opportunity to counter spin still Dragoon on Elevate, along with its crazy attack power boost thanks to the extra gearing, has made it a staple combo for Aero Pegasus, with low rush acting more as a controlled beast, allowing you those extra impacts when they arguably matter most. Most players who play Beyblade X at this point know that the wear and tear issues, they hit hard, especially your wallets. And with attack type specifically, once the wear starts going, you will inevitably lose a bit of attack power. In some cases, it's not as noticeable with things like Shark Edge, for example, but blades like Aero, once they blunt off, it becomes a lot more rounded. So while there is still options like a 160 Band-Aid, you do want to get your money's worth, especially with such an expensive blade. So yeah. So if you are planning to use it fresh out the box, I do recommend these two combos and setups as your #1 go-to. Now, for the final combos, which are kind of more honorable mentions, but a simple yet consistent build when paired with attack type blades is always going to be 160 kick.
2, 1, go, shoot.
That was a banging off.
If you really don't like rush, definitely give this a go if you're not liking the rest, as I'd argue it's actually a bit more controlled than rush and you're a bit less likely to self-KO, as kick literally kicks off the stadium, so a lot of the time you can just sort of bank it and pray it just shoots inwards instead of relying on extreme dashes and having that self-KO risk. And finally, the last combo on the list is going to be 960 Underneedle, which is a bit of a weird one, but it's kind of like a higher burst risk Hexa build. It has the same qualities, just slightly more stamina, and with the ability to stall on the upper part of the stadium thanks to the needle bit in its way, it does help with outspinning some things and even some matchups like Cobalt Dragoon Elevate if you can get a lucky ping and just sort of stall on the side while it runs out of stam. Now that's all for this video, and I hope you find some use in these combos, as they've sure helped me win a fair few tournaments and go far and plenty more. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Maybe you have a combo that's very unique and people just don't talk about it for one reason or the other. So definitely comment down below the combos you found, or maybe even have suggestions for. And with that said, take care, Bladers. If you want to grow the old collection you found rotting away in the basement, or even from scratch, Base Station has you covered. Although Burst is over, they still stock a few select models along with Beyblade X and a ton of Metal Series Beyblades, from Metal Fusion all the way up until Fury. So if you're looking for a trusted and reliable source for Beyblades, check out basstation.com and use code SOLICAL for a discount at checkout.